Hi everyone, welcome to Best Recipes with Sharon. I'm excited to share my recipe for slow cooker pulled pork. This recipe creates a very tender and tasty pulled pork with apple butter barbecue. It has just the right blend of condiments and spices and cooked on a bed of apples, onions, and garlic. It's absolutely delicious no matter how you choose to serve it. So let's get started. So today I'm using about a 2-pound roast of pork. So first I'll start by showing you how to make a rub that will go directly onto the meat. Just take out a small bowl and add 1 tablespoon of olive oil. Now add half a cup of brown sugar. Next, add half a teaspoon of cinnamon. Now then 1 teaspoon of chili powder. And then 1 teaspoon of Italian seasoning. Now mix that all together until it looks crumbly like this. Now then sprinkle the roast with salt and pepper. Now then cover the top of the roast with this mixture and pat it in. Now to slice up a sweet onion, some apple, and some garlic. This will be used to make a bed for the meat to cook on top of. So you'll slice the apple and onion fairly large, but take the garlic and chop it fine. Start by placing half a cup of sweet onion in the bottom of a slow cooker. Next, add 1 whole apple that has been peeled, sliced, and cored. Then add the 2 cloves of garlic that's finely chopped. Now then take your roast and place it in on top of the apples, onions, and garlic. Then just take and sprinkle the rest of the rub mixture in on top, like this. Now next I'm going to show you how to make a bit of a sauce to pour over this. So you can take the same bowl as you made the rub in and add 1 teaspoon of Worcestershire sauce. Then add half of a cup of apple juice. Then next add 1 teaspoon of prepared yellow mustard. Now add half a cup of apple butter barbecue sauce. Then whisk that together really well and then pour it over the top of the roast. So now it's ready to cook. Place the lid on the slow cooker and turn it on high and then time it for about 5 hours or until it's nice and tender. Once it's done, take it out of the slow cooker, place it on a cutting board, and then you pull it apart with a meat claw or a large fork. So as you can see, it's nice and tender and it's falling apart really easily. Alright, now you can serve this however you like, but stay with me and I'll show you a couple of ways that I serve it. Now I'll take some of the meat and put it back into the slow cooker to marinate in the sauce for about another 10 minutes. This will be the meat that I'll use to put on a bun. Then I'll take the rest of the meat and I'll set it aside for using to make pulled pork nachos. So while the rest of the meat is marinating, let's go ahead and do the pulled pork nachos first. So start by chopping a few green onions. Chop a few sweet cherry tomatoes. The amount you use of these is totally up to you. So now that I'm using restaurant style nachos, these are the larger ones. Then I start by sprinkling it with a little bit of mozzarella and cheddar cheese. Sprinkle on the green onions and then sprinkle on the cherry tomatoes. Now add some of that delicious pulled pork. And you would have added some of the apple barbecue sauce to the pork before adding it to the nachos. Then you top it off with some more cheese. Now then just place that in a 350-degree oven just long enough to melt the cheese. Then add a few spoonfuls of the apple butter barbecue throughout. And if you want, you can even toss in a few jalapeno peppers. Now this is the best pulled pork nachos that I've ever tasted. Now next I'll show you how to put it onto a bun and serve it that way. So first you'll start by buttering your buns and placing them on a hot griddle. Make sure to put the butter side down so that it will toast. By toasting these, it will help to keep the bun from getting soggy when you go to place the meat on the bun. Because the meat is in the slow cooker in the sauce, but having said that, that's what makes it so good. All the flavor that soaks into that meat is just absolutely delicious. So then just butter the top of the bun with some apple butter barbecue sauce, and then put that together and enjoy. So thanks so much for watching today's episode, and until next time, happy eating!